my high starched collar and my high top shoes and my hair piled high upon my head. I went to lose a jolly hour on the trolley and lost my heart instead. With his light brown derby and his bright green tie, he was quite the handsomest of men. I started to yen, so I counted to 10, then I counted to 10 again. Clang, clang, clang went the trolley. Ding, ding, ding went the bell. Sing, sing, sing went my heartstrings. From the moment I saw him, I fell. Chug, chug, chug went the motor. Bump, bump, bump went the brake. Thump, thump, thump went my heartstrings. When he smiled, I could feel the car shake.
So, welcome to Queerguru TV. I think we've met before, I'm not sure, but we're talking to you today because you're about to come to PTown, to the newly renovated Post Office Cabaret, to perform here. But you sneaked in, I don't know when you sneaked in, but you did every gay musical theatre dream of doing Judy Garland trolley bus song on an actual trolley. How did that come about?
So I was performing in PTown a couple years back, 2 years in a row. And first of all, it's great to be here. Thanks for having me back. And in my act, my Judy Garland act, I was saying the trolley song, and I thought, oh, wouldn't it be funny if I made it all about the Provincetown trolley, which I took with my mom, my family. We took the trolley, and they took us all around the town. I thought it was just so silly. And since last summer, I've been during the pandemic, I've been making these very silly music video parodies, and I've been dreaming for a year about, I really want to go to Provincetown to make a video of the trolley song on the trolley. So I had this idea, and then we booked my performances there. And I called the Mayfair trolley, and I said, I have this idea. You think we could use the trolley for a day? And they were very agreeable. And we came up there in May. It was still kind of cold. We tried to make everyone dress like it was warmer, and you can see the trees or not.
It did look warm, Seth, because I was going to say, when was that? Okay, May, we know now.
And we had it for 5 hours, and we got all the locals that I knew there, Bobby Weatherby.
We recognized Bobby.
Mama Tits. Good. And we did it. We banged it out in 5 hours. It was really fun.
It was really fun and extremely camp.
Yes, exactly.
So you are known as a ladies' man. Well, let me get this straight. You're known to sing ladies' songs. Which of your famous ladies are you bringing with you to P-Town for this next new show?
I decided to bring them all.
Really?
It's no longer just Seth Sikes sings Judy Garland. I'm gonna sing Judy. I'm gonna sing Liza. I'm gonna sing Bernadette Peters. I'm gonna sing Barbra Streisand. I'm bringing them all.
So you know that part of your residence here is in Bear Week?
Yeah.
Did you know that?
I did know that.
So
yeah, I'm just hoping that the Bears like Judy Garland.
No, so I was wondering if you knew more than I did, and you had put some numbers in especially for the Bears. No?
No, but that is a good idea.
Okay. No, I'm sure. I always think that that's one of our nicest weeks here, the whole season. And I'm sure they're just big Garland fans under all those hair. I loved what Rex Reed wrote about you after the Liza Minnelli 75th concert. He says, there's no telling how far Seth Sikes will go. What on earth do you mean by that?
Well, there's two ways to sort of hear that quote. One is Seth Sikes is very ambitious, and he's never going to stop until he gets what he wants, which is probably what he meant, being Rex Reed. But I don't know. I mean, I think that was a while back, and I think that there aren't a lot of people who do what I do, which is sing classic songs with a big band. I'm not bringing a big band to P-Town.
It's a tiny stage.
It is a tiny stage. Yeah. It'll be intimate with just a piano. But I think that he recognized that I was doing something else that others haven't done, and I was very pleased to read that.
Happy days are here again. All together, shout it now. There's no one who can doubt it now. So let's tell the world about it now. Happy days are here again.
So I know you're not a PTown virgin at all, but what brings you back all the time?
You know, I spend most of my summers in Fire Island, which is, I'm a Fire Island boy. I'm there right now. But what PTown has that Fire Island doesn't have is a huge selection of shows to see every night. There's so many things to do, endless things to do, and so many restaurants. And it's just a completely different trip than when you come to Fire Island, where everyone, of course, cooks their own meals, family meals at night. And there's only really 2 restaurants here and a pizza place. So I love it. I think it's a magical place. I think the set, if you watch the Charlie song, which we made, I think the town looks like a movie set.
Yeah.
It's really wonderful.
Yeah. Well, I want to quote Leslie Jordan, a very sweethearted man who I've interviewed a couple of times, and he says how much he loves being here. And he said, I don't think I'd ever say this about anything or anywhere, but Fire Island, far too gay. And that was funny coming from him, because I can't think of anything gay.
That's hilarious.
I know it is. But how fab is it, wherever you are, Fire Island, New York, or PTown, to be singing again in front of a live audience?
Oh, it's incredible. I seriously didn't think it. I mean, I thought it would come back eventually, but I certainly didn't think that live performance would be back this quickly. I spent the winter in Puerto Vallarta, singing some Judy songs there at a cabaret piano bar. But there was hardly anyone traveling, so the audiences were quite small. But I just did a concert here in Fire Island at Whitehall, which was almost 200 seats, and it was just electric to be on stage again with an audience.
I think you're very lucky to be of this generation where you have such a choice of these amazing singers. Have you ever thought about what comes next? What vocalists will the next generation of performers have to pull from?
I do think about that a lot, about what comes next, but I do about what comes next for me.
No, just generally, here you are, you've got a wealth of these singers, the best singers. And if you're repeating your act in never 30, 40 years, who are they going to be singing?
Oh gosh, I mean, it's such a different ball game now because the kind of songs that I sing are songs that are usually, from a musical. There were standards. Everyone sings them. It's a different style of singing now. Singer-songwriters sing. It's just a completely different type of music. In fact, I sound terrible on pop songs. So it's kind of hard to imagine singers in 30 years singing, for example, like Mariah Carey songs or Ariana Grande, because they're so tied to the music production. They're not just songs that you can sit at the piano and a pianist can play. It has changed so much. So I don't really know the answer. There are some singers like Adele, some Lady Gaga stuff from Star is Born is something that you can sing in a piano bar, that kind of thing. But I really don't know the answer to your question. I think music changed a lot when the singer-songwriter came along.
Yeah. So remind us now when your shows are on.
So my shows are, I just want to make sure I have so many dates. Let's see. My shows are July 12th and 13th, 19th and 20th at the Post Office Cafe, the newly renovated Post Office Cafe, under new ownership.
Yeah.
And it's 8:30.
Perfect.
Yes.
And then when you leave here, do you have plans for summer? I was thinking maybe the trolley songs inspired you, and you'll be doing a Saturday on the Ferry as Barbra Streisand singing "Don't Wait on Me." Maybe.
Well, so last year I did I made 6 or 7 parody videos, very much like the Charlie song here in Fire Island.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them was it was a parody of the Atchison, Topeka, and Santa Fe, but it was of course the Fire Island Ferry on the Old South Bay. It was incredibly popular. The ferry service gave me a free pass for the whole summer. It was widely seen, and then I did another parody of another Judy Garland song, "Howdy Neighbor," where she's driving the tractor, and I was singing "Howdy Neighbor, Happy Friday," all about the Fire Island Pines, driving a John Deere, mobile out here. And so I don't think I'm going to have enough time in PTown to make a new PTown video, although who knows what I'll be inspired to do when I get there. But we're just wrapping up another Fire Island video here, and I'll be releasing at least 2 or 3 more of those this summer.
Okay, that's great. Great to talk to you. And we look forward to seeing you in the flesh, as I said, very soon.
Okay, I look forward to it as well.
Dressing rooms with peeling walls, dirty sinks and drafty halls, the place that every huffer calls home, where starstruck kids with southern draws mix with New York know-it-alls, where it takes talent, luck, and balls. Home, where some young girl from Brooklyn shows up one rainy day, gets fitted for a costume, and goes on next matinee. She screws up all the dance steps, she stumbles through the song, but stands there on that stage and says, "So here's where I belong." Well,